Fall is officially here and I cannot wait to finally bust out the outerwear that I've been saving in my closet for a few months now. I'm excited to share with you guys some of the outerwear that I bought recently and some outerwear that I will be going to be buying in the next few months as the weather cools down here in Los Angeles. But welcome to the channel. My name is Makits. I am a freelance photographer based in Los Angeles, and I'm doing this series where I'll be showcasing some purchases that I made in every month. But without further ado, here are my pickups for September 2025. Let's get it. All right, we're starting the pickups for this month with a bang with my most expensive purchase that I made this month. This is the Nikon 35mm f1.4 lens. It's not the S line, but it is still Z mount, and I've been using this lens for the past few weeks. For the price, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it is excellent in terms of the quality of photos that I've been getting out of this lens, but if you're a hobbyist and don't plan on shooting a lot of client photos with this, then this is the perfect lens for you. So this lens comes in at around $596, which is really affordable for a 35mm f1.4 lens. And Nikon did something different here where they made a affordable 1.4 lens compared to their competitors like Sony and Nikon, which they both have a 1.4 lens, but it's a lot more expensive than this one. So the build quality is good, just like any other Z mount lens, no complaints there. But when I was out shooting with this lens, there were a few instances where the photo didn't come out as sharp as I hoped it to be, especially for client shoots. I really do like the vintage bokeh that comes out of this lens, which gives this lens a bit of character. But if I were to choose, I'll probably go for my 40mm f2 special edition for any of those prime portrait shots over this lens. Somehow focusing with the 40mm is surprisingly a little bit more accurate than the 35mm. That was one of the things that I noticed when I was out on a client shooting with this lens. And using this lens for video was okay. It did take a few seconds for it to go from bokeh to sharp, but overall, this is a pretty good lens for the affordable price of $596 if you're on the market for a 35 1.4 lens. Continuing with the photography gear, the next one is the Flashpoint rotating camera flash bracket. So a few weeks ago, I photographed a red carpet event for a client, and I brought this rotating camera flash bracket that allows you to switch from horizontal to vertical orientation without even having to touch the flash. So I just mounted my camera body to the flash bracket, and this is what it looks. I like how you have a handle to the left side of the camera body, and it's pretty comfortable, very durable and stable. And you put your external flash right here because it has a hot shoe up on the top. And then now this is what it looks like with the whole setup. Flash, lens, camera body, and if you want to switch to vertical orientation, you just go like this with the camera body, and boom, that's all you have to do. Very quick and easy. You don't have to put in that much effort because it just rotates pretty easily like that. And what the flash bracket does is that it keeps the external flash in the same position at all times, so you're gonna get balanced lighting in all your photos, whether you're shooting horizontal or vertical. And it will end up saving you a lot of time when you're shooting events. Your hands will get a bit tired if you're using this for a long time, but if you're a photographer shooting a lot of events, then the flash bracket is a must to include in your photography arsenal. Speaking of flash accessories, this leads into my next purchase of this month, the MagBounce 2 from MagMod. The silicone texture diffuses the light evenly as the exposure on the photos come out just right. It also increases the coverage of light compared to flashes without the MagBounce. The setup of the MagBounce 2 was quick and easy because it just attaches to the top of my flash like this. Has magnets on top, which leads me to my next flash accessory that I bought with the MagBounce 2. This is the MagGrip 2. This grip was not easy to put onto my Godox flash. It took a few minutes, but once you get it on there, you'll want it to stay on there forever because it will be really hard to take this off. It is very, very tightly secured onto the flash, so you won't have any problems with this accidentally loosening or dropping. So that's one of the good things of this grip. It's just an installation process. It can take really long and it can be very difficult. product. Quick note, you will have to purchase the MagGrip 2 separately from the MagBounce. I made the mistake of only buying the MagBounce, and then when it arrived, I tried to stick it onto the top of my flash and it just wouldn't. So make sure to buy the MagGrip 2 when you buy the MagBounce as well. Coming in at $60 for the MagBounce 2 and $27 for the MagGrip 2, these accessories should be in every wedding photographer's camera bag. This leads to my final camera accessory that I got this month, and as a professional photographer, you can never have too many batteries when you're out doing client shoots, and in my case, I need to have a lot of extra batteries because my camera drains the battery real quick. I don't know why, but the Nikon mirrorless bodies just drain the batteries quicker than their Canon and Sony counterparts, which convinced me to buy this camera battery from SmallRig. What's cool about this battery compared to Nikon's own battery or other third-party manufacturers, it can charge via USB-C. I mean, it just makes sense and it's so genius. This battery can charge from 0 to 100% in 2.5 hours, and it charges 65% faster than other conventional chargers. There have already been a few instances where I charged this battery inside my car via USB-C when I was going in between two of my client shoots, and it came in super clutch. I've tried other third-party brands and the battery drain is just insane. But with this SmallRig battery, I found out that it can last you pretty long. Maybe even a little bit more than your own camera's battery, which is pretty impressive. Well, back in my high school days, I was a huge sneaker fan and I was collecting sneakers left and right. But over the years, that interest has waned a little bit until recently, where my interest for sneakers just increased a little bit. So I bought these Nike Dunk Low Quick Strikes. They are the Tokyo City edition and you can only pick these up in Tokyo. So yeah, another exclusive sneaker, and they were a pretty reasonable price. So that's why I got these, and I just love the colorway. Got some white and beige action going on, a little bit of a smoke color as well. I just love the details of the sneaker. It has cracked leather side panels and ostrich leather on the heel. And I got the gum sole right here. I'm a sucker for gum soles, so I just had to pick this one up. And I bought this for around $130 on eBay. The seller was from Japan, obviously, and they had it shipped to my house. And it also comes with purple shoelaces, which is another nice touch. I decided to pull the trigger because I've been eyeing this product for a few months now, ever since it came out. This is the Sonos Ace Headphones. So I've been a loyal AirPods Pro user, but I decided to get these wireless headphones because I have a Sonos system in my living room and also right here in my bedroom. I just bought the Sonos Era 100 a month ago, and I included that in my previous video of things that I bought in August 2025. So this is what the case looks like when taken out of the box. The headphones are right in here, so let's open this up. Alright, first thing, when I zipped it all the way down, I can tell that it's not the most premium zipper in the world. I think the zipper on the case of the AirPods Pro Max is a bit more premium than this. I feel like with a lot of just zipping and unzipping, this is gonna wear out kind of fast, which I'm a little bit worried about. But other than that, digging the case, I wish they made it a little bit more premium, but I think this might be like a vegan type of material. I'm not sure, but bam. That is the Sonos Ace Headphones. I like this light sage color that's going on here. And then this is removable and it's held together by magnets over here, so that's pretty cool. And these are the headphones themselves. Super minimalistic, clean, minimal branding. All you have is the Sonos name right over here. And of course you can adjust the length of the headphones to fit any head size. And I do like the feel of this when you extend it and push it in. It feels quite premium. I do love the metal over here. Yeah, I'm just really digging the overall design of the Sonos Ace. Since I got new headphones, it only made sense for me to get a headphone stand. This is a headphone stand from this brand called EURPMASK. I bought it on Amazon and it was pretty cheap. I did not want a traditional headphone stand where it stays on my desk and takes up a lot of space, so I opted for this one. What's cool about this headphone stand is that it has a adjustable clamp, has a 360-degree rotating hook, and has a cable clip organizer. I just clamped this right beneath my desk and it is out of sight, but it's also easily accessible whenever I want to reach for my headphones. So recently I traveled to China with my friend Daner, and we did not know that for your travel chargers, it needs to meet a certain requirement in terms of wattage, or else the China TSA will confiscate it. China's Civil Aviation Administration is very strict, and your charger needs to have a CCC logo on it in order to safely take it on the plane. I know I'll be traveling to China again in the future, so to alleviate the stress of deciding which travel charger to buy, I bought this laptop power bank from Anker, and it is CCC approved. It meets all the requirements of wattage and has the CCC logo on the back. What's cool about this power bank is that it has two built-in retractable cables, so you can keep your desk neatly organized without any long cables and no need to bring extra cables. It has three 100-watt USB-C ports, allowing you to charge a laptop and 2 other devices. And it also has one more USB-A port. I also love the smart display, which shows the percentage of the battery temperature, battery health at the moment, the amount of input and output wattage, and while it's charging, it also shows how long it will take to charge the power bank. The only downside that I found is that it's a bit heavy, so it might be a little bit hard to put this in your pocket. This is a laptop power bank to get if you're planning to travel to countries where they're very strict in terms of charger banks, like China. Right, another item that I bought this month is this Pleasures x Daft Punk collab bomber jacket. So on the front, you got Daft Punk logo over here. On the wrist, it has Pleasures, which is the streetwear brand that Daft Punk collabed with. And on the back over here, you have all the songs from their Discovery album. And what's cool about this bomber jacket is that it is reversible. So this time you have Daft Club on the back and Daft Punk in the front, which I think looks super cool. I love the fit on me. This is like the perfect size. I just love these bomber jackets in general because they give off that nostalgic 1980s retro look. And the fact that it is reversible means that you can wear this in not just one way, but 2 ways. And you can coordinate it with any outfit. And because this is black, it could pretty much fit with any colored pants or any other accessories that you might put on yourself. So this is honestly one of my best clothing purchases of this year so far. I'm so glad I bought this. Even though it was a bit expensive, coming in around $225, I think this is worth it because it is a limited edition collab. And the fact that it is reversible, you get 2 designs. That's a win in my book. I don't know if they still have this on their website, but if they do have it in stock, and if you're interested, I'll leave the link to this bomber jacket in the description below so you guys can check that out. But yeah, this was the Pleasures x Daft Punk collab reversible bomber jacket. And my last purchase of the month is this Tesla on the road vessel, which I got using my Tesla credits before they expire. It can hold 650 milliliters of liquid, and like with any other tumbler on the market, it can keep your hot drinks hot and your cold drinks cold. It's made from double-walled stainless steel, and from the feel of it, this thing is tough and durable. You can get this in matte black or white, but I opted for the light gray, and honestly, this is probably my favorite color out of all 3 of them. The color fits my white interior quite nicely, and even if you don't drive a Tesla, this vessel will keep the liquids hot or cold. So those were my pickups for this month. Which item was your favorite? Make sure to leave a comment below, and I'll make sure to reply to every comment that you guys leave on this video. I'm getting a new business credit card in a few days, so I need to splurge in order to get that sign-up bonus. So you know there's gonna be a lot more products that I'm gonna be showcasing for this monthly series in the next few months. But if you watched it this far into the video, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean a lot for me as a small creator if you could do that. There's going to be more vlogs coming soon, and potentially some travel vlogs that'll be releasing in the next few months. So make sure to stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gold, fam.